What's up? It's William from Rocket Sir, and welcome to another Pixel art tutorial. In this video, we're going to be building a Black Panther. Now, for this Black Panther, we're going to be using some black, gray, light gray, and then some white wool. So we're going to begin this pixel art by placing just 5 blocks of black wool. So here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then on the right side, we're going to add 1 block, and then 3 black wools to the left. And then in the middle of this tree, we're going to add another 3. So I know that was kind of fast, so let me just slow it down a bit. So make sure you guys have 5 black wools on the bottom here. Then 1, a 3, and a 3. Then on the left side here, we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right here, we're going to go up by 4 again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to add just a gray wool because we need something to build on the top. And then on top of it, we're going to add 3 black wools. And then this time, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 2 going up on the right side. And then 2 going to the left on the left side. Then below this block of 3, we need to add 3 black wools going down. So 1, 2, 3, with a block in the middle. Then we're going to grab our gray wool. We're going to add 2 gray wools because we need to add 2 black wools on the left. So make sure you guys have this for the right leg of our Black Panther. Now, we're just going to focus on the outline, and then we're going to fill it in together later on. But like I said, let's just focus on the outline. So up here, what we're going to do is that we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool. So there we go. That's going to be our 1 diagonal black wool. And then we need to have 2 black wools going up. And then 2 diagonal black wools going up and to the left. So 1 and 2. Then we're going to add 1 light gray wool because above this light gray wool, we need to add 5 blocks going up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with 1 block on the left. Then we're going to add 2 light gray wools and 1 block on the bottom. Now up here, we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool going towards the right. And then we're going to have 7 black wools. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to start building his fist. So for his fist, we need to have 1 diagonal black wool on the right. And then 3 black wools going down. 1, 2, 3. Then over here, we're going to place just 1 gray wool because below it, we need to have 2 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to go up. We're going to add 2 black wools going to the left. And again, 2 more black wools going to the left right on the top of it. So you basically make a cube. Then we're going to grab our light gray. And we're going to have 2 diagonal light grays. Followed by 1 black wool in this corner. And then to the left, we're going to go up by 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then we need to have 1 diagonal black wool just like that. And that's going to be his fist. Now we're going to go back up because starting 1 block inwards, we need to have 2 diagonal black wool blocks, just like that. Then what we need to do is that we are going to actually grab our light gray wool. We're going to place 1 light gray wool. I'm sorry, what is this? This is a gray wool. So we're going to have 1 gray wool, then 2 light gray wools, and then another 2 gray wools. Followed up by 2 black wools on the left. Then on the top of this light gray wool, we're going to add 3 black wools going to the left. So 1, 2, 3. Then in this middle block here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. With a black wool going up. Then we're going to skip a block and we're going to add 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to add 2 black wools. Then 3 black wools. And then over here, we need to have one diagonal black wool. So here we go. We're going to have our diagonal black wool. And this little space here, we're going to just go ahead and fill it in with some gray wool. So now let's take a big step back. This is what we have so far. Pause it if you need to. All right, awesome. So let's continue. What we're going to do is set up here, right in the middle, we're going to add 5 blocks of black wool going to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then right here, we're going to add 2 black wools going up. Then we're going to skip a block, and over here, we're going to go up by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then on the left side, we're going to add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to add 3. 1, 2, 3. So here we have 8 black wools, 4 black wools, and 3 black wools. Then we're going to grab our gray wool. We're going to add 3 gray wools. 1, 2, 3. Then 1 gray wool. And then right here, we're going to add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's go back to the right here, because we need to add 5 black wools. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there we have our 5 black wools. Alright, so I had to take a little break for a second, but we're back, and we're building Black Panther, and I'm so excited to keep going. So let's go over here, and what we're going to do is that we're going to grab our light gray wool, and we're just going to place 3 diagonal light gray wools, just like that. Then we're going to go back to our black, and we're going to add 3 diagonal black wools. Then over here, we need to add 4 black wools. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now after those 4 black wools, we're going to add 2 on the top going to the left, and then 2 on the top, and 2 on the bottom going to the left. So we're going to have 2 on the top going to the left, and 2 on the bottom going to the left. Then we need to have 1 diagonal black wool. And on the top, we need to have 2 diagonal black wools going down and to the left. So here we go. Make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. Then what we're going to do is that over here, we're going to add just a little dummy block. And to the left of the dummy block, we're going to place 2 black wools. And below the dummy block, we're going to place 4 black wools going down. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and delete this. Then what we're going to do next is that over here, we're going to add just 1 dummy block. And to the left of the dummy block, we're going to have 5 black wools going down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to have 1 block on the right, just like that. Now let's go ahead and delete this little dummy block. Because what we're going to need to do next is that down here, we're actually going to place 1 light gray wool. And below the light gray wool, we're going to place a black. Then 1 diagonal black wool going towards the right, with 3 black wools solidly in the bottom, just like so. Then on this left side, we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. And then we're going to add just a little dummy block. And to the left of the dummy block, we're going to go down by 3 black wools. Let's take out the dummy block. Make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. Then what we're going to do is that over here, we're going to add a dummy block. And then we're going to place 3 black wools like so. Take out the dummy block. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool going down onto the left. And then we're going to have 4 black wools going down. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to have 3 black wools. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool going towards the right. Then we're going to have 3 black wools on the bottom. Then we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools going up and to the right. And then we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools going up and to the left. So we're going to have 1 and 2. Then on this left side, we're going to have 3 black wools. 1, 2, and the third one right in the bottom. So we have 3, like so. Then what we need to do is that over here, we're just going to grab our gray wool. We're going to place one gray wool. And then over here, we're going to have two light gray wools. Then we are going to add one black wool. And then 3 black wools on the top going towards the right. We actually need to add one diagonal black wool. I forgot to put it over here, as you can see. But yeah, I just forgot it. We're just going to let me fit that pixel. There we go. It looks much better. So here we go. Make sure you guys have that like so. We have those 2 diagonal black wools. Let me take a little step back because I feel like this part was a little confusing. And I'm kind of all pumped up. I drank an energy drink, so maybe I'm talking a bit too quickly. So let me just slow it down for you guys a bit. What we're going to do next is that we're going to have one diagonal black wool like so. And then on the top of it, we're going to have 3 black wools going towards the right. And then one diagonal on the bottom right of those 3 black wools. Then what we're going to do is that over here, we're going to have one more diagonal black wool going down and to the right. So make sure you guys have that so far. Pause it if you need to. Then we're going to continue by adding 2 black wools going down on the right side. And now on the left side, we're going to have 2 black wools going down. Then we're going to place a dummy block. And to the left of the dummy block, we're going to place 4 black wools going down. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then to the left, we're going to place 6 black wools going down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to skip a block on the right side. We're going to go up and we're going to add 2 black wools. Then we're going to add 2 black wools going up. 1, 2. Then we're going to have 3 diagonal black wools. So we have 1, 2, and 3 diagonal black wools. Then what we're going to do is that we're going to place one massive cube made out of 4 black wools. So here we go. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now over here, we need to have just 2 diagonal black wools. So we have 1, and then 2. Now we still have to finish building the other leg, or the rest of the leg, but this is going to be the rough outline of our Black Panther. We're making great, but I mean great progress. So now let's keep going. We're going to go over here. And we're going to place just 1 black wool right there on the left. Then on this left side again, we're going to have 2 black wools going down. And again, 2 black wools going down. And then over here, we need to have 4. So we're going to place 1, 2. Then on the right side, we're going to place 3 and 4. Then all the way on the left here, we're going to place 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go down by 2. On the right, 1, 2. Right on the bottom, we are going to add 4 black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the left side, we're going to go up by 2. Now this is going to be the rough outline. We still have to go and give him a face, and that face region is what we're going to be working on next. But for now, make sure that you guys have this for the rough outline of your Black Panther. Right, so with that said, let's continue. What we're going to do is that we're going to go up to this point here. You see these 3 black wools. Let's get a little bit closer. And we're going to add 1 diagonal black wool going down towards the right. Then we're going to have 4 black wools. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like so. And then over here, we need to have 2 diagonal black wools. So we have 1 and 2. Then right here, we're going to go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we need to have 2 diagonal black wools going up and to the right. So that's our first and our second. So there we have our 2 diagonal black wools. Now, in order to give him an eye over here, what we're going to do is that we are going to grab 1 light gray wool. Actually, let's go ahead and place those 2 diagonal light gray wools. We're going to need to place them eventually, so might as well do it now. Then we're going to grab 2 diagonal white wools. And to the left, we're going to place 1 black wool. Then on the left of that one black wool, we're going to go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then one diagonal black wool going up and to the right. Now, I believe that's going to be the last of our black wool. We can actually throw away our black wool because now it's time to start filling in our Black Panther. And you know what? Let's start working from the bottom up. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to worry about just our gray and white wool. And then the rest, you're going to go ahead and fill it in with light gray at the end of the video because that's going to be most of the Black Panther. But for now, let's just focus on the gray wool. So we're going to go down here where this little shoe is. And we're going to add 2 light gray wools. Then this whole patch, we're just going to fill it in with some light gray wool like so. So make sure you guys have that. Then over here, we're going to add 3 gray wools going up. 1 on the right. And then over here, we need to have 1 diagonal. So 1 diagonal gray wool. Then we're going to add a light gray. And we're going to surround it with 3 gray wools like so. Now, what we're going to do is that we're going to stop what we're doing here. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to add 1 gray wool. Then we're going to switch to our white. We're going to place a white wool on top of the gray. And then over here, we're going to add 2 white wools. Then we're going to go back to our gray. We're going to add 2 gray wools. And now we're going to take a little break because we're going to do the other leg. Because we're working our way up. So let's do the other leg. We're going to add 3 gray wools. Then we're going to fill in this entire part with some gray wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So just fill it in with some gray wool. Then over here, we're going to have 2 gray wools going towards the right. 1 diagonal gray wool. Then a light gray wool on the right because above it, we need to place 2 gray wools and then 3 gray wools to the left. Now what we're going to do next is that we're going to grab our white and we're going to have 3 diagonal white wools. 1, 2, and 3. So make sure you guys have those 3 diagonal white wools. Then what we're going to do next is that we're going to grab our gray wool. We're going to place 2 gray wools in this corner, or in this little side here. It's not really a corner. Then on the other side of this white wool, we're going to place 3 gray wools. Then we're going to place 2, a light gray and a gray. Then over here, we're going to add 2 gray wools, a light gray, and a gray. And then in this section of this 2 that we have here, we're going to place another gray and a light gray. So remember to pause that if you need to. I know this build is kind of confusing because there's a lot of the same colors. So now we're going to continue. We're going to grab our gray wool and we're going to place 4 gray wools here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to drop down just a little and you're going to find this black wool that you see here. And to the left of it going up, you're going to place 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now after those 5s, we're going to move to the left here. We're going to grab our white wool and we're going to place 3 white wools. And we're going to follow that up by placing 3 diagonal white wools. So we're going to have 1, 2, and 3. That's going to be, of course, his necklace that he wears. It's basically like his suit. I feel like his suit comes out from there. Now, over here, we're going to add 2 diagonal white wools. So we're going to have 1 and 2. Then we're going to add just 1 light gray wool. And to the right of it, we're going to go up by 3. So 1, 2, and you guessed it, 3. So now let's take a big step back. We only need to add just 4 more blocks of white wool. And we're going to go over here to do it. We're going to go back to this hand. And we're going to place 2 white wools here. 1 and 2. And then we're going to go find this block that you see here. And on this left part, we're going to place 2 white wools. Now we can actually throw away our white because we're only going to start playing with our gray and our light gray wool. So let's continue the left side of our Black Panther. So we're going to go down here. We're going to place 2 diagonal gray wools right in this fist section. Then to the left here, we're going to place 4 going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to find these 2 white wools, and we're going to place 2 gray wools to the right. Then do you guys see this shape here? We're going to place 1 gray wool, and above it, we're going to place 4 going towards the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to add 2 gray wools in this section here. Then with 1 diagonal gray wool. And then up here, we're going to add 2 gray wools. Now we're going to find this corner here, and we're going to place 3 diagonal gray wools going up and to the right. So let's go ahead and do that right now. We're going to have 1, 2, and 3. So there we have the left side of our Black Panther. Now we're going to start working on his right fist. And it's going to be pretty easy because we're just going to go ahead and fill this fist in with some gray wool. So just go ahead and fill it in and take a step back to appreciate and admire those blocks that you just filled in. Now we're going to go to this necklace section because over here we're going to add 3 gray wools. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to have 1 gray wool here and on this top right part. Then we're going to add 3 gray wools. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be the bottom part of our Black Panther finished up. The next part is going to be his face. His face is probably the most complicated part in terms of shading. So make sure that you guys focus on that. We wouldn't want to leave anybody behind. So now let's go ahead and do it together. So do you guys see this patch right here? We're going to go ahead and fill that in first. So here we go. We're just going to fill it in. 1. And we don't really have to count since we're just filling it in. So go ahead and fill in that little patch. Then on this left side, we're going to place 3 gray wools and 2 gray wools. Then over here, we're going to have 2 diagonal gray wools. And then 1 diagonal going towards the right. And right dab on the top of this gray wool, we're going to place another 3 gray wools. Then over here, we're going to add 3 gray wools. Then up here, we're going to fill in this 3 diagonal blocks with 3 diagonal gray wools. And then 2 diagonal gray wools here. And 1 on the top. Let's take another step back. Make sure you guys have this so far. The next step is going to focus right in the middle of his face. So this part requires a lot of attention. So I'm going to try to go extra slowly. What we're going to do is that we're going to place 2 diagonal gray wools right here above those whites. Then 1 white wool on the top left. And then to the right of this black, going up, we're going to place 5 black wools. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to move to the right. We're going to give a gap of 1. And then we're going to place another 5 regular black wools going up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 1 gray wool to the right. Make sure you guys have that. And then the final step is just going to be to fill it in with some light gray wool. So once you fill it in with light gray wool, it should look like the one on the left. So thank you so much for watching this Pixar tutorial for Black Panther. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell all your friends about us. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.